Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, welcome on board. So this Black American, also known as the passport bro, he met this Kenyan lady, went to Kenya, married her, they had a baby, brought her back to the US. 12 months later, she left him and she's with an older white guy in Las Vegas, and the internet literally coming for her. So guys, take a look at the clips and let's talk on the other side.
So let me get this straight, passport bro. You went overseas to Kenya, got a woman pregnant, married her, then brought her back to the U.S., more than likely on some old savior complex, because more than likely you wanted her to feel forever indebted to you because you saved her, and this is what she did, only for her to leave you to be with a man that she really wants to be with. I don't feel bad for you, not one bit. I don't feel bad for you, not the slightest, not a fiber of hair on my body feel bad for you. Men like you try to make women in the U.S. and the States feel like they're just the scum of the earth. And a lot of y'all men go over there, be on this type of energy, only to bring a woman back for her to do you just like this. A lot of y'all men don't go over there to marry those women anyway. A lot of y'all men go over there to fulfill your lustful, perverted desires anyway. But for those of you that actually marry a woman and then try to bring her back over here, a lot of y'all don't even understand what that requires of you. Do y'all know what an I-864 form is? That's a binding contract between you and the U.S. where the fact that you bring her over here, you're saying that you're financially responsible for her. Even if y'all break up, even if y'all divorce, you're financially responsible for her 10 years plus. She's on your financials and she's on your medical benefits. A lot of y'all men don't even know this. But hey, y'all try to make these women over here in the States feel like they the worst of the worst. These women overseas have caught on. These women overseas have caught on. Now this woman, she's online trolling because a lot of passport bros upset about this. She's trolling. And she's showing the mastermind mindset that some of these women overseas have, because they don't want you either, because a lot of y'all are perverted failures.
Yeah, we're in Chinatown in Kilimani, and I'm here with a very, very interesting couple. They have a channel called US Meets Kenya. I'm gonna allow them to introduce themselves, starting with the lady first.
Hey guys, I'm Faith from Kenya.
And I'm Keith from USA.
Yeah, and this is our baby. She's called Serenity.
Yeah, she's adorable. She's adorable. Okay, so, bro, where are you from in the States?
So I'm originally from Michigan, from Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, you from the D? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We out here.
And my man, thank you to my man. And my man, thank you to my man. And my man, thank you to my man.
I know you don't hear no man. Feel like you want more than te monta bien. Yo volando, esta sola tú prefieres.
I just saw this video of this passport bro who went to Kenya to try and find a wife who wasn't going to hold him to Western standards, that didn't care about money. And for context, I'm half Kenyan. My mom is Kenyan. And I don't think a majority of men in the West, especially American men, realize how much easier dating is for them. Like, they have always complained about how women here expect so much. They have no idea. In Kenyan culture, at least in my tribe culture, there's an idea called a dowry. And when you get married, your husband is expected to pay dowry for you. The amount is very, very high. It's decided between the men in your family, the men in his family, and he has to pay all of it, right? And if he pays less or the amount isn't acceptable or he pays none, you guys are not married to them, technically. Like, you are not legally married. You're not viewed as married. You're not culturally married. They do not respect your man as a husband in the home. He is not the man of the household, and they will hold to that. And we are taught, like, as a Kenyan girl, I can tell you right now, I have been taught about dowry since before I could spell Kenya. I was in first, second grade being told by my aunties and my grandma about my dowry and how important it was. I'm not critiquing whether this is a right or wrong idea and the idea of feminism, right? But it is a very real cultural phenomenon. Like, it's very real. All of my mom and her sisters married outside of Kenyan culture. My dad is Burkinabe, he's West African. One of my aunts married a man from the Middle East, and one of my aunts married a man from Europe, right? And these men all paid dowry. They all literally came, they went back to Kenya and paid dowry, very high dowry. Because if they did not do that, they were not considered husbands. They don't care about the culture you're from. They don't care about any of that. You're paying dowry. So the idea that a passport bro would go to Kenya to find a submissive woman who doesn't really want much. Not to mention, like, as somebody's been to Nairobi 9 million times, Nairobi is just DC with only Kenyans and cows. Like, you've seen the cost of a house in Westlands or the cost of a house in Karen. You'd understand that these people are not by any means needing American money, okay? If you know, you know. Just the concept of going to Kenya, a country that holds a dowry standard, to find a low maintenance woman is crazy. I even have a story about this from my little village, right? A couple years ago, this whole drama broke out because this woman had married this man, and this man refused to pay dowry for her. And because of that, her family did not recognize him. So they got married, moved in, had kids, all of that. And her family would not recognize him as a person, as a man of the house, none of that. She ends up cheating on him. But the guy she cheats with goes to her father and says, I'm willing to pay dowry. And her parents literally supported it. They were like, yeah, no, we don't even know who that man is. Because in their heads, that was the true infidelity. Having kids with a man who couldn't pay dowry, that was like, they literally disowned her. Like, that is how intense our culture is about dowry. I don't think a majority of men in the West understand how easy it is here. Like, even the concept of, like, the bride's family paying for the wedding, like, my mom, when she found that out, she was shocked. Because your son is taking this woman. Your son is taking her from her family. Why would they pay for their child to be taken? Like, you know what I mean? Like, to her, it was just like, he's taking her, she's taking his last name, she's having his children. Why would she pay for that? My parents came to America in the 80s. Like, they had a very hard time understanding dating culture over here. And my dad says all the time, like, it is so much easier for American men to date because they don't have to bring any dowry, they don't have to pay for a wedding, they don't have to really do anything. And they can still date. We are still arguing about 50-50 and men paying for dates. Like, we're at that place. The fact that this man went to Kenya, yeah, I'm not shocked he had a horrible time. I'm not shocked at all.
Speaking to me is a privilege. You do not have privileges.
Man, I just had to come on here and address this Shania Kimberly issue. I know we talk about all things, everything, but this Shania Kimberly issue should be addressed. So niwaambie, hakuna mtu atapewa reward ya kusafa. Same way na wale wa mama wanasemanga, oh, mimi mtoto wangu nilimbreastfeed. Hakuna watoto waambi, watu wa formula mkae huku na watu wa kubreastfeed mkae huku. Wale walinyonya matiti. Girl has refused to suffer in her marriage. Mnataka afanye nini? She has refused to suffer in her marriage. What's the problem? Let me tell you, the number of trolls, YouTube, wapi, name them, zimewekwa kila mahali. Ukiingia hivi, passport bro amekasirika. Even on Black American, what do you call it, platforms. Just because somebody refused to stay in a bad marriage, anakuwa she scammed a passport bro. Do you know how many people are dying in marriages? Have you guys watched Marriage ni ya Mafala? And see, mpaka watu wanakunya kwa vitanda. I'm not saying her husband was doing that, but people are going through that. Sasa mtu level up, it's a problem. Na wengi wanambash ni wamama, or rather, girls, women. Girl had decided, yeah, I'm a level up. Shida iko wapi? You go and work. You have decided to go and work to pay your bills. She has decided she doesn't want to work. She wants somebody else to pay her bills. You know how many sponsors are out here? Sugar mommies, sugar daddies are out here. Or even watu wameachiwa pesa na watu wao that want to keep a girl and give her that status. What is the problem? And then again, her husband has not even come out and said, hey, huyu dem alinifanya hivi, but wewe uko hapa unaparambulate on his behalf. See your life. Wacha wachane na huyo dem. She did what she did for herself. You continue working. Where fanya venye what works for you. Continue paying your own damn bills. Meanwhile, somebody is paying her damn bills.
This is the girl that is causing problems for passport bros. Good for you, girl. Good for you. First of all, she's from my village. This time is Kukuyus. This time we learned from you guys. So we have shifted the gear to Bungoma. Anyway, this is what you get when the only thing you have to show is your American passport. This is what you get as a passport bro when you have nothing else going except the fact that you have a few change and a passport. You have no character, no integrity. You're not a good man. You're not a good husband, a loyal, kind, gentle. This is what you get. Yes, we will take the green card and we'll leave you in the dust. Ladies, if a man brings you abroad and is not a good man, leave him in the dust. You don't owe him anything just because he's processed for you a K1 visa, K3 visa, whatever visa. You don't owe him anything. If he's not a good man, loyal, supportive, and a good human being to live with, you don't owe him anything. Men have been doing this for years. Why is it now news when a woman does it? That's number one. Number two, I made a video telling passport bros that Kenyan women are ruthless. They thought I was dumb. They thought I was being bitter because passport bros don't want me. So they thought that, you know what, I was just being mean. I told you Kenyan women are ruthless. We studied the game. We actually invented the game. Kenyan women are the Nigerian men of this world. So if you're coming to a Kenyan woman and you're not coming correct, your days are numbered. Kenyan women abroad are only loyal to good men and they only stay with good men. If you're not a good man, it will not work. And finally, just because somebody has brought you abroad doesn't give them license to use you, to mistreat you, to treat you horribly, to talk to you anyhow. No. Anyway, like I always say, you play games, you win stupid prizes. As for passport bros, America might be your country, but we make the rules, the law of the jungle. Survival for the fittest. You think you're fit? Let's meet on the streets. You come to Kenya with this your nonsense, tattoos and accents. You think you're better than us because you have an American passport. You want to mistreat women. You want to treat women anyhow. You want to talk to women anyhow, like Jairelo. You want to see women in the streets and call them mead. It's just a matter of time. When it comes to Kenyan women, the clock is always ticking. Tick, tack, tick, tack. Don't say I didn't warn you.
And this is why y'all passport bros look dumbest. Look, right? Read this. Passport bro marries Kenyan woman. Has a baby in Kenya. Brings her to America. 12 months later, she living with another man in Vegas. You know what's crazy though? I don't feel bad for her, bruh. And I don't feel bad for her. You wanna know why? Because y'all think y'all could just go out the country and find an amazing traditional woman that only sees you. They're women at the end of the day. If you don't know how to be a man in America, then how the fuck do you think you're gonna be a man overseas when they are more traditional? If women don't respect you now, what makes you think they... So you know she needs citizenship. and you need to get your rocks off. So you made the agreement thinking she's gonna stay with you. You led with money. Mind you, she could have stayed with bruh. I ain't gonna lie, she still fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to you. For getting there and leaving, but I could have told you I was gonna happen. What do you think you think all of a sudden you the most best looking man they ever done seen? 9 times out of 10 they be attracted to their own type anyway. People in their village or whatever the case, wherever they live in the city. Oh yeah, y'all boys fried. I ain't gonna lie, bruh. I ain't got no sympathy for y'all, bruh.
I do want to bring up this story right here about this, and I don't know why they love to use this passport bro term, but that's another video. I'm not going to keep talking about that. So this guy went to Kenya, had a baby in Kenya, and then took the wife back, and then within a year, she was living with another guy. So again, in my guides that I make, I talk about how the dating aspect is here, and how one thing I like to tell guys when they do consultations, they want to know about dating here, is please investigate. Okay, women in Nairobi are very, very ruthless. Okay, like you guys think American chicks have some tricks up their sleeve. They have some tricks up their sleeve big time here. And I've always told you guys, stop taking chicks back to the States. I don't know. Stop doing that. But if you guys have been in Nairobi and you guys know how things go here, this was pretty much completely avoidable. So guys, please, when you come to Nairobi, do not fall in love with the first woman that you see. Do not trust and just put all your faith into the first woman that you see. You guys need to investigate before you come out here, because this shit is real.
So I've talked about passport bros before in one of my videos. I said they are men, especially in Western countries, they usually go to other countries in seek of traditional women, because to them they do not have traditional women in their home countries, right? So they explore, they go to African countries, because I guess they were told that African women are so submissive, they are so traditional, they are soft, they are not hard, they are not combative, they are not argumentative, they're just gonna do anything to worship a man. But newsflash, that was not what most of them are finding out, right? They feel they can bring these women and like maltreat them, control them, make them more traditional than they are, right? And once they bring these women, they abuse these women. For the most part, they treat them bad, just like I said. And to their surprise, some of these women will just wake up one day and leave, because they just don't want to sit and be bullied and be beaten and be, doing all kinds of degrading stuff to them. So I'm just trying to say, passport bros, African women are not dumb. African women are not women that you think you can just bring and do whatever you want to do with, right? To think that marrying a traditional African woman is going to be cheaper because you believe that you want to do 50-50, and marrying an African woman, she's definitely going to submit to doing 50-50. Newsflash, African women do not do 50-50. In short, just like the other lady said, you pay dowry, you pay huge amount of dowry. Marrying an African woman, you need to have money. You just don't wake up and just go marry an African woman. You have to pay dowry, and in the dowry, some would even ask of cows, goats. For you to even build a house, you have to bring a car. Some you have to buy clothes, expensive clothes, so many stuff. That's how traditional African women giving such things, right? So all these passport bros, don't just wake up from your slumber and you think you're just going to travel to another country and just get a traditional woman, and then you bring her to your home country and you think she's going to be submissive. Meanwhile, you're abusing her, maltreating her, doing all kinds of crazy stuff to her, right? Maybe it's about time you look inward and work on yourself. Once you work on yourself, the right woman is gonna come to you, or the right woman is gonna be in your life, irrespective of whether it's in your country or elsewhere. This thing is trending and is a wake-up call to a lot of women too. You guys, you need to be careful out there. I know the dating pool is becoming slimmer, and a lot of women are trying to get, the best guy to marry and all of that. So guys, what do you think about this passport bro, right? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you have come far in this video, please do me the honor and hit on the subscribe button, hit on the like button, hit on the share button, and also hit on the notification bell in order not to miss any of my videos. See you in the next one. Have a blessed day.